Greetings fellow mammals, a quick channel update up front if I may. Skip to this timecode if you just want to get to the weapon stuff. So, it seems like so far I made like 2,000 new subscribers since this whole master key situation happened a few days ago. This has skyrocketed our channel statistics too and led to me finally reaching the requirements to become a YouTube partner. So this means from now on I actually make a little something from the ads YouTube shoves down your throats anyway. Yay. And additionally I have activated the channel memberships, so for €1, I guess $1 too, well considering the market it should be less, but anyway, so for $1 you can now become a channel member and watch the scheduled videos one day early. That's it. There won't be any extra videos or anything of that sort, no exclusivity bullshit on my channel, just one day early access, period. So if you are one of those people that have asked me in the comments or my Discord DMs or even through my business email how you could leave a little tip for my work, this is my preferred solution. I don't like plain tips, I'd much prefer if you get at least a little something out of it. And 1 monies is the lowest YouTube will allow me to set it to, so that's what I'm going with. If you want to become a channel member, check out the first link in the description or that little join icon next to the subscribe button. But that's enough YouTube talk, let's get back on track. Today we will finally address, I know you didn't believe it would happen anymore either, the VCAR, or as I like to call it, the Carpal Tunnel Annihilator. You will unlock this health risk at level 47, and although I generally still recommend this loadout here, I have a few additional notes you might be interested in instead of just blindly using it like that. And apart from evaluating the old B tier placement, we also have another buggy attachment to talk about. It never gets boring with this game. On this weapon, the short barrel only provides its RPM bonus to the close combat ammo. In combination with standard and subsonic, it does not work as intended. It only makes you suffer from the velocity nerf without giving you the benefits. So just keep that in mind while building your loadouts. Consequently, the following graphs will display the close combat performance with the short barrel and standards and subsonics performance without it. So first off, let's get close combat on the screen. The performance of that first step there is actually one of the fastest time to kills in the entire game, if you can manage to hit the required maximum rate of fire, but more on that in a second. For now, let's add standard ammo into the mix. As expected, a better mid and long range, and although it might look like it's worse than close combat ammo in mid range, remember that for standard it's just 4 bullets to kill at that point, while it's already at 5 for close combat. Now, the last ammo type, subsonic, which really is just a downgraded version of standard. And since we don't have any big suppressors on this weapon anyway, it's not worth it. So the question is, close combat ammo or standard? Before I answer that, I want to talk about the human factor here. Maybe you have tried how fast you can click your mouse on one of those clicker games before. For me, a consistent maximum is around 470-ish clicks per minute. And that is already pretty uncomfortable to do and probably also unmanageable if I simultaneously had to aim, and in the long term likely a health risk. I already got some minor problems with my wrist and I don't intend to add carpal tunnel syndrome on top of that. Now why am I saying this? Well, close combat's default fire rate is 450. In my case that's already very close to my comfortable maximum, but if you add the short barrel you raise that bar to 540 clicks per minute. So what I'm saying is, me personally, I simply do not or cannot benefit from this barrel in any way because I just don't click that fast. Now, if you can and you don't mind doing so, the short barrel is definitely the best choice. But if you are even somewhat like me, you might want to consider using something else that improves other aspects instead. And that would also mean the two graphs we are actually interested in are much closer together than with the short barrel. So let's remove the short barrel close combat and bring in the default performance instead. Well, even now I would probably still go for close combat. I know the difference in time to kill is almost negligible at this point, but we have to also keep in mind we are comparing ammo types that also have other factors to them. Close combat has less recoil, better accuracy, and the magazine options go up to 40, while standard caps out at only 20 rounds. So even without the barrel, I will still stick to close combat ammo. Also because the performance standard offers is something I can get on other guns much more comfortably anyway. So drum mag, extended and standard ammo as backup. And for the barrel, as I just explained, for anyone that feels comfortable clicking at that rate, the short barrel is a must. For anyone like me, I would recommend the tactical. A second slot for the wrapped suppressor, and the last one for the extended barrel for whoever cares for that thing. Down below, the usual stuff, LWG grip or LS1 laser depending on your playstyle. On top, red dot, thermal and some higher magnification scope. And that's the loadout. Now about that old B tier placement. With the barrel taken into account, the very short time to kill and the pretty large magazine options for a DMR are very unique and can be quite rewarding if you do manage to hit that peak rate of fire. So as boring as it may sound, I come to the conclusion that B tier is just fine. I see no need for it to move anywhere else, but I do want to emphasize that if you have any problems with your wrist or hand in general, maybe avoid this one. It's not worth it. For a player like me, it should probably move somewhere closer to C or D tier, just because of my personal limitations. But I am not the standard for these rankings, so officially the VCAR will remain a B tier weapon for now. And that's it for today. Next up, the K30, also known as the Vector, and comment below on which weapon you'd like to see covered next. Until then, I will see you on the battlefield. Sorrow out.
Enemy down!